Okay. I think.
We're gonna start a little bit. Just waiting for my stuff to warm up.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna start now. It's gonna be straight to the point. Hopefully, a lot of people will start connecting. So, meanwhile, I'm gonna start my new podcast episode. It's gonna be the 45th. How to make music writing. How to make money writing music. 6 ways to do it. Again, my name is Pablo Ruiz. I'm the host of the P Alpha Music Podcast. Thank you so much for to tune in. And remember, you can listen to the podcast in any distribute platform they can find online, whether it's Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Radio, Apple Music, so on and so forth. Right? Make sure you click like, share, subscribe, all those good stuff. Right? So today's episode is going to be very interesting, just to give you a couple tips on how to make a little bit of money while you just write your music, stuff like that. I know it's a little bit confusing. One thing is to write music, and the other one is just to record and just upload music. So today I'm just gonna focus on how to make music, how to make money writing music. These are 6 ways to do it. Okay. In any case, I'm gonna leave my blog and articles down below in the description. That way, you guys can follow me. Or by the end of the podcast, you can follow me as well. Okay. So let's start from the beginning. Again, how to make money writing music. 6 way to do it. Okay. Since the invention of the printing revolution by Johannes Gutenberg, which was a musician himself, right? Musicians have the opportunity to make a living writing music. Since then, music was accessible for all people and common family during the 15th century. In today's practice, that is still used by musicians with much success. All right. You can make money writing music today, and here are a couple ways you can do it, and I will give you 6 tips. All right. First, sit down with a piece of paper and pencil. Let's start with that one, okay? So make sure you have a piece of paper and a pencil. You start writing whatever you have in your head. I know this is a little bit off topic for those people that are not musicians, but the principle is the same. Okay, the principle is the same. It's still art. You have to still sit down and start writing. As simple as it sounds, yes, you need a piece of paper and a pencil. Sit beside your instrument and mumble things around a little bit. If something sounds good, paper and a pencil will come to the rescue. You should write anything that comes to mind, and by then you will have the head start of things. Okay, it's better to have it written down, than just having in your mind. Your mind only have a very short memory. So make sure at least you have that idea written down. Second, get a YouTube account. Okay, you have all the materials you needed, your music and your desired instrument, and want to make some money, right? Go and get a YouTube account and produce content. Yes, content, my friend. In the world of the internet, content is king. Get your subscriber and start promoting your music with videos. Okay. Another one is the Patreon. Patreon makes this process pretty easy. Fans pay for a subscription, which give them access to exclusive and unique content. If you have a unique content that you want really to just share with people that are willing to spend money on your music and your subscription, that's how you can sell it. Just some very exclusive content that only people that pay for it can access. Okay. There are multiple subscriptions options, giving fans access to a sustainable income. This is a great way for artists and music to get the ball rolling for passive income. Right? When you earn money in music, you want to think in passive income manners, right? You don't want to think about getting instead of what is better, to earn $500 in a week or in a month, right? Of just earning $50 a day. as a passive income. See? So you have to start thinking about those things. Long term versus short term. That's another one. Okay, just think about that. Royalty free music. Your music could be licensed, and we allow the buyer to pay the music license once and use the music for as long as they want or he wants. It will not matter how many times the buyer use it, same video or commercial. Great way to get a small pay in any of these royalty free music websites. So I mean, it's something. Remember, $1 here, $1 there. It makes a difference. Okay, so make sure when you are distributing your music, you have more than one options to just get that income coming. Right? Don't just leave it for one strategy. I would just prefer if you can master one strategy at a time, correct? But don't put all your eggs in one basket because that's very dangerous. Not only dangerous, right? But then when, let's say, Patreon, if you only focus on Patreon, right, and Patreon go bankruptcy, what do you want to do? Let's say that you were only getting $1,000 or $2,000 a month with that, and you were making enough income to just to be content. But then all of a sudden, Patreon just changed something, or they went bankruptcy. All that stuff just went down, or your income just went down 75%. Think about those things, okay? Just make sure that you always have your eggs in different baskets, not in one basket. Next one, build an email list, okay? Create an email sign up where fans can receive your newsletter, which is very important, right? If you build a large audience, the possibilities are endless. Every time you have a new project or a new song, just send and blast an email to your fans. Imagine writing music and having a new song every month and then selling to your friends. Exactly. Go and get email automation software and get it done. And these can be, again, Aweber, GetResponse, on MailChimp. On a lot of these websites like GoDaddy or Wix, they have email automation already well set up for you. I'm sorry. So it's easy for you. You don't have to go to like to the nitty gritty, right? It's already set up. So if you have a new song coming up next month or next year or whatever, and you're charging like 90 cents for that song, let's say you already have an email list for 2,000, 3,000, and those people buy it, right? So at least it's a couple hundreds that you already have in your backup, only for one blast. Okay. And let's say that you keep building that emails for the upcoming year, you get to the 100,000 now, 100,000, and then you got better with the open rate. Then instead of 10 and 20%, you get it to 30%. Now we're talking about bigger commission. Okay. So when I started making some money with music distribution and this kind of stuff instead of the traditional way, it gave me a little bit more freedom. What were the possibilities to just increase my revenue? Okay, so now not only that, I have on my podcast, right? I love the podcast platforms. Another way you can just build some passive income. These are things that I'm thinking about long term. This is not short term, a quick scheme kind of things. No, you have to put time for these things, right? You have to put the effort. You have to sit down. You have to really think about ideas. You have to make a business plan. How am I going to get through this? And how many times I know I can do it through the week? How many times I can do it through the month or every 5 months? It all depends on your ability to make sure you commit to do these things, right? And for a person like me, I understand where I have my boundaries, right? What things I can just, handle in one day, right? But I built myself to just make sure I can do this, right? These are some of the ideas I've been just, encountering through the years. Some of them I'm not good at it, right? But I know there's people that are really good at it. For example, for YouTube account, I suck at that thing, but my brother is very good at it. He almost have like 4,000 subscriber, and he already have income in the Patreon. He's doing very well, but he really dedicated. He mastered that, right? I know it could be possible, right? Right. In my case, I'm more into sales, so how to sell my music in Google and Google, Facebook ads and stuff like that a little bit faster. But I already have the skill for salesman, right? I already trained myself to do this kind of thing. So it all depends on what things you really feel comfortable. Okay, and all comes down to just one thing: just make sure you take action to these things. I don't care which one it is, which one you feel comfortable with it. Just make sure that you just take action. I mean, just read the article, and it's simple to say. For example, royalty free music. Just go to Google, say, okay, what are the main resources for royalty free music? You're gonna have a list of hundreds of royalty free music websites. Okay, building an email list. What are the software that I need to use for building my email list? You're gonna have hundreds of options at the same times. I'm just here giving you the idea of where you can receive, where to start. Right, it's all start with you. Right. In my case, this is not here, but this is outside of the music aspect. You can start writing blogs like I do. I write blog at least 3 to 5 a week, and that way I sharp my language and also sharp my action muscle. Okay, I need to make sure that I get my 5 blogs post in a week. Sometimes I cannot do it, so I know it's my fault. Sometimes I can do it because I know I can do it. But at least that's another way where you can just promote your music and hopefully make some, some money with it, right? There's a lot of options out there, folks. This is not only, just playing the gigs. And this is something that I want to really tackle. Okay. The old ways of to promote yourself as a musician are gone. Being the jukebox that people want is gone. No one respect a jukebox, fellows and females, or whoever is listening to this. No one respect that. That does not build a value. Playing an instrument in a whole does not convey value. What conveys value is what you bring to the table. See the difference? Value is what is going to sell your music. It's not the performance. The performance is just an act, right? That you decide to share an intimate talent with people, but that will not build value. Because if I take that performance aspect out of you, right, you're nothing. You're zero, right? So you have to build value to what is that performance even means. Okay. So let's say that not only that you have a blog, you have a YouTube channel, you have a podcast, you have royalty music, you have 5 albums, and now your performance means something. Now it's not only Joe from the corner just playing an instrument. Now Joe from the corner that has 5 albums, has a podcast, have a website with blog. So see the difference. You can feel the difference with these things. Okay, it's all about building value on yourself. That's how you sell. You sell when you don't have to sell. That's how you sell a product. You sell when you don't have to sell because you already built value. It's not like if someone need a pen, right? I'm not going to tell them, here, I have my pen and I will sell it to you for $100 because I know that you need a pen. No, it's not like that. You made the person feel the urgent of why he needs to buy the pen. You just build value on the pen, and that way you increase the impulse to get that person buy the pen. It's the same with music. You want people to listen to music? Listen, man, people can play tremendously. We don't need that. We don't need. If you play tremendously, okay, good. We get it. You're good. You're good talent. But what can you bring to the table that makes you different from others? How can you help other musicians to just bring you to the same level that you are right now? That's what you should focus on. Okay, there's hundreds of musicians that just making this happen. They don't earn a lot of money performing, but what they bring to the table with the other aspect, they're making more that they could even earn while performing. See, that's how you bring value. Sometimes when you go before the coronavirus thing happened, you couldn't just go to Brooklyn and get free seminar for 3 days. And by the end, of course, they will sell you the product. But the way they would just convert the product was so amazing that they will make millions selling these products. But it's all about just building value on the product. So that's how you have to think when you go to these 6 ways to do it. You don't think like your music is so sacred that it has to, it has to be served by these. No, don't do that. Focus on the way where you just put your eggs in different baskets, right? Keep building your music on value instead of just performing. Performing will be the last resort where all that value will make sense. Okay? Since I've been doing sales now for years, now it makes a lot of sense why a lot of good musicians, right, they cannot make a living performing because they haven't made value on the sale. So it's hard. Sorry, value means that you have to meet with people, whether it's online, whether it's in person. You have to develop some skill because you're lacking some skills. Hiring people to just help you out, to reach you out of your comfort zone. If you're living in small America, you need to get out. Things like that, right? Those are the things that are gonna make you a better artist. Okay, so there you go, guys. So these are the 6 ways to do it. Make some money writing music. I write music. I still do it. I do it by hand, right? I like that process. It really works my mind. It's a slower process, but it's very, let's say, it sharp my mind. I have a very lazy mind. I recognize it. So I need to always remind me myself that I need to be sharp with my mind because it's lazy. Okay. So every time that I write down, right, when I do my 4-5 system, it start hurting. I mean, my muscle is not in the stamina. Okay, so I like it, and then I just pass it through the software to Sibelius, which is the one that I use, and of course, it is much better. But in the process, I like to go through that process, right, of just building my music, right? Preference. A lot of people don't see it that way, but that's my preference. Okay. Remember, it's all about the process to build your audience. Make sure you always keep the engagement with your audience, which is very important. Engagement is very important. Whether you're saying hi, you putting a new blog, always giving content is very important as well. Always give content, even if it is for free. Okay, even if it is for free, always give content. Content is the key, and you should always keep creating and presenting new projects to get the income going. Always, it's like a ball effect, right? It will happen. But make sure that you are completely patient with this. Okay. All right, guys. So this was the podcast number. Oh, I forgot 45. Right. This is the how to make money writing music. I don't know why I'm stumbling with that. It's just a way to do it, right? Hopefully you can just get some tips with this. You can just email me to the palpha at gmail.com or palphapodcast@gmail.com, and I can just answer any question or just post them down in the comments below. Really, any share or like, I will really appreciate it. Right? Remember, you can just listen to the podcast in Google Radio, Spotify, iHeart, all those distributor. How can I say this? Distributor. Oh my goodness, it ate me. Well, I know, but just make sure that you just take your time and listen to the good content that we have in our radio. Thank you so much. This is the Pia Alpha Music podcast. My name is Pablo. I'm the host of it. I hope we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.